Hey everyone. I've had many times throughout my business and throughout this journey that I have fallen into some funks, okay? Where it could have been triggered by literally anything, but it's just kind of just a funk, and that you know what funks are for yourself, okay? Funks are just, I think they're just part of the human condition. And I don't think we need to make ourselves wrong or need to judge ourselves when we do get into them, but we also, as business owners, must be fierce about not staying in the funk. I feel like it's really easy to get down and really easy to get into the funks when things just aren't working out the way that they should. Okay. And then what happens is you get frustrated, and then you start going down this rabbit hole of like, well, and then you question things like, maybe this isn't what I meant to do. Maybe this isn't meant for me. Maybe success is not meant for me. Maybe I'm not meant to have the abundance or the money or the clients that I'm looking for. And I've even been to the point where I'm like, wait, am I even working in the thing that I want to be working on? Like, is this really even the right path for me? I've been through all of it. Let's just be clear. If you stay in those funks, and if you stay in that low energy and that low vibration energy, you're going to spiral. It's only going to get worse because, as you may know, what you focus on expands. That is literally what, I've seen this happen for myself, and it's just like this spiral. And then I get to this point, I'm like, why do I hate my life so much? And then I realized, oh, it's because I allowed this one thing, this one frustration to send me spiraling down, and I didn't even notice it. How I personally have gotten myself out of these things, and this is what I want to share with you too, is there's a few different things that I've done to make sure that I always do when I'm in that space. Because when you get into that space, it is hard to get out. I'm just gonna say it's hard, but it's not impossible. And at the end of the day, it's a decision. It's a decision that you make to stay in it or to start crawling your way slowly out of it, okay? And sometimes you'll have, maybe people who try to pull you back down, but it's always gonna be up to you. You're always in control. And I can't stress that enough. And I've had to remind myself of this, but you are always in control of what's happening in your reality, regardless of what's happening in your outer world. You're in control of how you handle it and what you choose to create after you see the crap hitting the fan. The first thing is that you have to acknowledge that if you're in a funk, you're in a funk. And acknowledge what the triggers have been, acknowledge what's happening. In order for you to grow past this and go through it and get out of it, you need to learn the lesson. The other two practical things, and maybe you're already doing this, but I have also gotten into funks with my journaling or my meditating or my mindset, my morning routine, when I'm either doing the same things over and over, or I'm just falling asleep during my meditations, or I'm just going through the motions, and the effect is not there. Okay, so for me, it's also, if I'm going through that and I have been doing my morning routine, switching things up. If you're like me and you get bored easily, you have to switch things up. That's for one. I'm going to encourage you, if you don't already have a morning routine, to start something, whether it's journaling, whether it's meditating. And that's one thing, is trying something different. It's trying something that maybe is a little more exciting. So getting out of the funks is a decision, for one that you get to choose. So just in case you forgot that's number one. Number two is either starting something like a new morning routine or a new morning ritual that really gets you into that next level. You exercise. That's probably the other one, is that move your body. Really do the slowest walk of your life. But my guess is once you're on the treadmill and you're doing that slow walk and you're like, all right, you get your juices flowing, you're like, I can do a little more than this. And that's how you get yourself to do anything, and that's how you can get out of those funks.